AI content space is literally exploding right now, and people are wanting to generate AI ads, AI influencers, AI UGC videos. The list literally goes on. And the reason for that is because you have tools just like this that I'm about to show you today, which are becoming more accessible and more advanced so any other person can generate realistic content. In this video today, I'm going to show you a bit about how you can generate AI UGC ads in less than 10 minutes. If you want to have access to my prompts and everything else that I talk about in here, I've got a community and I'll link it in the top line of the description. Let's have a look at what we're doing here. I want to create an ad of this person that I've got on the screen here. This is my, say, AI avatar, for example. I've done this from a prompt. I essentially wanted to generate her on a podcast, super realistic and super chilled out. Essentially, I've wanted her to get in a jumper, making it look like a really casual podcast. The reason I want to do that is I don't want this sort of ad to look like it's very set up. I want it to be really realistic and really chilled out. So what I did, I basically prompted it to have a realistic person on this podcast set, and if I wanted to, I could go into here, this is Higgsfield, and just change it to say, make her have blonde hair. And that's how simple you can do. So if I do this here and just show you quickly what you can actually do when it comes to this. Higgsfield, I've done a big video on Higgsfield before. It's a big platform which hosts all of these different image and video generation models, which means that you can access it, pay for this monthly subscription, and then straight away start creating with some of the best tools that are on the market right now. It's a really simple way of creating realistic content. Now, for images, you have a various amount of tools. For example, Google's Nano Banana Pro, you have Nano Banana 2, and you have some of Higgsfield's own models like Higgsfield Sol 2.0. Essentially, this is your prompt bar here. So you would insert your avatar, or you would create your avatar from a prompt in here. You would select your model in this drop down like I'm showing now, and then you have a load of different other options. For example, if you wanted it to have a 9:16 aspect ratio, whatever you wanted it to be. And as you can see here, this is what we have generated. Just from using that initial image, I've asked the AI model to have blonde hair, and this is what's happened. If I wanted to take this a step further then and actually introduce a product, what I would do is input a product into the prompt bar where I'm hovering over right here. Right then, so using that initial image that I took, which I've got on the screen right here, I've then wanted to get some product images of what I want this person to promote. So these are just screenshots from a website. As you can tell, I've got two screenshots here. I haven't gone too much in detail with creating like a product grid. I'm just doing this merely to show you how to actually do it in a step-by-step process. So as you can see, it's this CeraVe moisturizing cream. I've also included another picture of it within someone's hand. I got that from the website, which you can see right here. The reason that I did that was because right now, just from this picture, it's very hard to see the dimensions and see the proportions of the product in comparison to a human hand, for example, because the ultimate goal is for this person to hold this product in the hand and then talk about it. As you can see, it's this CeraVe moisturizing cream. I'm not going to go too much in detail, but if I wanted to prompt it with this AI model that I've got here, holding it in her hand, you can actually reference images within the prompt box. So I could say, using image 1 as a reference, and the way I did that, I used the @ symbol on Mac or Windows, whatever you want to do, it's on your keyboard, and that will essentially reference, it will bring a drop down, just like I'm showing here, of all of these different things that are referenced in the prompt box. So using image 1 as a reference, make the character, I'll just say, hold the CeraVe product, in her hands. And then I'll just tag it in here as well. So you say image 1, image 2, and image 3, because it's going to reference those products. And then I'll just do a bit about what I wanted to do with this product. So I'll say, she has the product in her hands, looking down at it as if she has just received it, whilst still on the podcast. Okay, so I'm not too fussed on really what this looks like, to be honest. I just want it to be pretty natural for her to be looking down at this product while she's on the podcast. Now, this is the good thing about Higgsfield, you see, because what you can do is you can actually generate multiple different images from that first prompt you've given it. So for example, I want to generate 4 on this case and just see the differences of the ones that we're going to generate. So as you can see, this is the prompt that I've got here. I'm going to select that, and then also I'm going to hit generate. So obviously for one image it is 2 credits using Nano Banana Pro, but for 4 images we're doing 4 times the work, so it's going to be 2 times 4, which is 8 credits. So if I click generate, it's going to generate those images, and you can see there that they are now in the queue waiting to be done. Right then, so here we go. These are the 4 images that have been generated. If I click on the most recent one here, as you can see, it's done basically exactly what we've asked it to. So as you can see on the right, we had the prompt, using image 1 as reference, make the character hold the CeraVe product in her hands. She is she has the product in her hands, looking down as if she has just received it while still on the podcast. So there we go. There's the first one. There is the second one. She's looking down at it a little bit more. Third one, slight change in hand position. And then the fourth one there, a bit more in her hands as if it's pointing towards the camera. I'm going to go for this first one here because it just looks a bit more natural compared to all the others. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to download this image, so that will save to my PC, and then we're going to take it over to the video generation section of Higgsfield. So we are on the video generation section of Higgsfield right now. It was just clicking this top bar, as you can see, and then clicking create video. While you're on this tab, you can also see all the different models that Higgsfield offer for video generation. There's basically everything that you need there. So this is the image that I had. As you can see, this is the girl looking at the CeraVe bottle. And what I want to do is essentially put in my prompt, which is going to describe exactly what I want this person to do. So let's just say we're going to do a quick video of her talking about the product. She's been using it for a little bit, and we're going to essentially use this short video as an ad for a brand, for example. Here we go then. So I've put in the prompt in here, as you can tell. I'm going to use Kling for this. I'm going to do an 8-second video, and we'll generate it at 1080p as we want it in the highest resolution. As you can see as well, as you go down from them, you see 720p is cheaper in credits, but 1080p is 2 credits more, and it's 1080p. So I'd mostly always go for 1080p. So if I hit generate then, it's going to generate this video. It will process the prompts that we've just done. And obviously you could use an end frame within Kling 3.0, but I'm not really too fussed where the video ends up. As long as I've prompted that I want the camera to stay still and I want it to be stable, then that's all that really matters here. Right then, so the video has generated. As you can see, we have this person here, which is our avatar. She was holding the CeraVe product. And as you can see, the prompt is on the right. We have the settings of which we generated the video in, and I will press play now and you can have a look at it and see how realistic we get it.
Honestly, it's been so helpful with my skin. Like, it's just felt so smooth recently. I'll tag this in the description.
Okay, I'm pretty happy with that, to be fair. For a really quick tutorial on how to go from a basic image to include a product and then to create a realistic video, all done within Higgsfield. Using one platform, using various different models that are within the software, and from that I can just download that by clicking this button down here, and it's ready to be distributed across social media. Hopefully this has been really helpful for you guys. If you want the actual prompts that I do for these videos, like I said, it is in the top line of the description where you can get access to it and get access to my community. There's also over 2 hours worth of content on there and direct access to me as well. So if you have got any other questions, leave them in the comments down below. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.